correlated subquery. Do you remember that? Yes or no? Yes. So what I told in correlated subquery, guys? Correlated subquery or correlated nested query or correlation query, all are the same thing, right? Correlated nested query. So what happens in correlated queries, guys? Can you just tell me, everyone?
It follows a bottom-up approach in query within query.
Outer query will execute first, then inner query.
Okay.
And the output of the inner query will pass to the outer query, then outer query finally execute. It's a parallel execution.
Right, guys. So the execution is how, guys? I told you in the last class. First is what? First, the outer query will execute. Okay. Then next is what, guys? It will give output to the which query?
Inner query.
It will give output to the outer query. Yeah, it will give output to will not tell like this. Based, will tell like this. Do you remember that? Based on the outer query, inner query will execute.
Yes.
Do you remember? Yes, last class I told you.
Yes.
Next is what? Next, which query will execute?
Inner
query will execute, and it will give output to whom?
Outer
query. Give output to outer query, and finally which query will execute?
Outer.
Finally outer query will execute, because it is based on the correlation. Okay, one is dependent on the other. So this is a thing you have to understand, guys. Yesterday I taught you, means last class. Again I'm telling you, there are two queries here. One is what, guys? Outer query, and one is which query, guys? Inner query. First, which query will execute, guys? Everyone tell me.
Outer.
First, which query will execute? Outer query, yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then what will happen based on that? I have given access to everyone to record. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So based on this outer query, which query will execute, guys? Based on this query, which query will execute? Inner query. Inner query will give output to which query, guys?
Outer query.
Outer query.
Finally, which query will execute?
Outer
query will execute. That's all. Is simple execution. First outer query. Based on this outer query, inner query executes, and then finally it gives output to the outer query. Finally, outer query executes. This execution, this correlated query is difficult to explain, so your concept should be very, very clear. First, outer query will execute. Based on that, inner query will execute. Inner query will give output to the outer query, and finally, outer query will execute. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Hey, hi.
Sir, can you please give you the access to recording?
Yeah. What's the name?
So, Rakesh.
Rakesh. Yeah. Please. Okay.
Sir, this is Monica. Can you give me a recording access, please?
Yeah. I've given everyone. Okay. Just can you record? Yeah, please.
Yes.
Don't be late, guys. So this is the table. Okay. EMP table. Now, guys, you know, this is EMP table and this is department table. Select a star from department. Will give all the records from department table. Select a star from EMP. Will give all the records from EMP table. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
I told you there is in operator. Do you remember in operator?
Yes.
Yes.
In works in subquery, guys. First, what is subquery, guys? Do you remember what is subquery? First, tell me what is subquery. There are two things.
Query within a query.
Query within a query is called as subquery. Subquery and inner query. And how the execution works in subquery, guys?
First inner query will execute.
First inner query will execute. It will give output to which query?
Outer query.
And finally, which query will execute?
Outer.
So here serial execution happens. Serial means what? One by one. Sequential execution. First this got executed. It given output to outer query, and then this got executed. So sequential execution. It's not like correlated query. Correlated query, what will happen, guys? First outer query
will execute. And based on the output of outer query, inner query will execute. And then it will give output the outer query. And then outer query will execute.
Yeah, are you understanding the execution? So always performance of outer query, correlated query is better, because in subquery what will happen, irrespective of anything, inner query will get executed.
Sequentially execution is there.
But here it will not. Outer query got executed. Based on that, it starts finding the data in the inner query. So here the performance will be better than this subquery. Subquery is made of what? Do you remember that? Join plus what?
Joins
Plus subquery.
plus
Yes or no,
subquery.
guys?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no, guys? So I have taken a lot of example for correlated. Today I want to tell you about the exist operator. This is again very, very challenging topic and people don't understand this operator. I don't know why. And the question asked is the difference between exists. Can you mute your system, guys? Those who are noise is coming. Yeah, please mute your system. So now, if I write this query guide, select a star from DPT, where department number in, I'm writing in operator, select star from EMP. So what is the understanding from this query? First, let us understand this query. So if I write like this, guys, what is the output? So many, no, not this query. I wanted to write select a star from DPT where department number in. Do you remember? Whichever column I will take here, I will take that the same column where? In the select clause, select department number from DPT from EMP. So now guys, if I execute this query, what is the output I am getting is 3 records. Now, how is the execution here? First this query got executed, yes or no, guys?
Inner
Yes.
query.
And what is the output of this query? Select department
10,
number.
20, 30.
10, 20, 30.
30.
All the records will come.
Yes.
Yes.
And what is how many departments are in department table? If I write select department number from department table, how many departments are there?
4.
10, 20, 30, and 40.
40.
Then what happened? It started matching. It started matching whichever is matching. What are the matchings from here? 10 and
10,
10 is
20,
matching.
30.
And 30.
20 and 20 is matching. 30 and 30 is matching. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
And it has given me the output, right?
Yes.
Yes. So now, many people write like this. So that is also correct. Select a star from department where equal to all select department number
From EMP.
from EMP. So what is this query, guys? So equal to all select department number from EMP. Okay. So from I missed. Okay. Select department number from where? From EMP.
From EMP.
Fine, guys. So this is telling me what missing expression. Why, guys?
From was
You're not checking my queries. You never tell me
Where
where
it's
department number.
department number is equal to. Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yes. So now it's telling what? No record found. Okay. So what I'm writing, select a star from department table where department number equal to all. Equal to all means what, guys? All the values should match. Now here all the values are not matching, right? So it is giving what? No record found. So instead of that, we are using what operator, guys? In operator, right? What we are writing, so whichever is matching, it will just check. Okay, select department number from
EMP.
EMP, right? So it will just check. Okay, this is in operator. Now, if I write the reverse, select a star from DPT
EMP.
where department number not in.
Not in.
What will be the output, guys? Select department number from EMP. What will be the output of this query?
So select a star from
40.
after from there should be a table name.
Select a star from EMP where
EMP.
department number not in.
So EMP is missing. Select a star from EMP.
Just at the start.
EMP is
Starting.
missing. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
what I'm telling you, that's fine. Okay, select department
40.
from department table. Okay, where department number not in. If I'm writing the query, guys, select department number from EMP table. I want to know what will be the output of this query.
Department number 40.
40, sir.
Yeah.
In department table, which are the department, guys?
10, 20, 30, 40.
10, 20, 30, 40.
20, 30, and which 40. And EMP table, which are the department, guys?
10, 20, 30.
10, 20, 30.
And 30.
30.
So now what is this query telling? This query tells I want the department number from department table where department number not in this.
Yes.
Not in this. So in this table, which are the department? 10, 20, 30.
Yes.
And now it starts matching which is the department number present in department table, not present in EMP table. So what will be the output? 40.
40.
Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
sir.
What we'll write here is, if we just press and enter, what will be the output, guys? Yes, 40. Right. Any doubts, guys? People who have joined today, are you understanding anything? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understand.
Yeah. So this is the first query we'll execute. It has given the department number from EMP table. And then we are matching it with the outer query. And then we are finding that department 40 is only present in department table and not present in EMP table. So this is a sub query or joins, guys, or correlated query, guys.
It's a correlated query.
Rest, guys. It is a sub query or correlated queries.
Correlated.
Okay. What about Meenakshi and Dimple and Monica? Meenakshi, Monica, Dimple, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is this? This is a sub query or a correlated query?
Sir, it's a correlated query.
This one, and this one. Is it a correlated or a sub query? What about Dimple and Meenakshi, Monica? What do you think, guys? Rakesh? Satyam?
Correlated query.
A
Correlated query, sir.
Absolutely wrong. Okay.
Subquery.
What I told you, guys. First of all, whenever I tell you, is it a correlated or subquery? How will you find out? How will you find out?
Sir, in
What I told you,
subquery,
guys. Correlated will consist of what? First of all, joins plus
Joins
what?
and
plus
subquery.
Where is the join
subquery.
here? Where is the join here? First tell me. How you told that this is a correlated?
Yes.
query? Tell me, where is the join? See, understand, there will be a joins used. Joins, do you remember?
Yes,
D
sir.
dot department number equals to D dot department number, like that. This is called a join, guys. This is called a join. There is no join right here. Then,
Yes.
then this is what? Subquery, right? And in
Yes, sir.
subquery, what
Yeah, yeah.
happens? In subquery,
First
what
inner-
happens?
Inner
Yeah.
query.
Inner query will execute first.
That means which
Serial
query got,
execution.
yeah, which query will get executed? Suppose this table, which query will get executed?
Select
Inner
department number from
Select department number
first.
from
Inner
EMP.
query.
And this is giving output to which query, guys?
outer.
Outer query.
And finally, which query is getting executed?
Outer.
Outer.
Outer query.
Yes or no, guys? Are you
Yes, sir.
understanding?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
This is also which queries? Join or subquery? Correlated or a subquery?
Subquery.
Subquery.
See, directly see there is no joining condition used. This is a subquery, right? And that too I'm writing in brackets, okay? And
Yes, sir.
most importantly, there is no joins used, right? Subquery will be there. Subquery, because I told you correlated query is a mixture of what? Subquery
Subquery and
plus
join.
joins. Subquery, this bracket, all those things will be there. Plus, there should be a joining condition. If there's no joining condition, then it becomes a subquery, right?
Yes.
Fine. This is a confusing topic, guys. Correlated queries, please pay attention. So what is the thing happening is, see, in and exist are similar, but they are different, guys. They ask the difference between in and exist and not in and not exist. Now, this is a very difficult topic which I have taken to make you explain clearly. What happens in operator and not exist operator is, guys, so suppose I write to select star from, okay, DPT, okay, not exists. And I write here, let me just take it as a name as D, okay, not exists. Then what I write here, I write select department number, suppose some E dot department number from EMP E, where E dot department number equals to what?
D dot department
D dot
number.
department number.
Department number, right?
Joining condition. Yeah.
And then what happened, guys? It tells me that SQL command not properly written. Select star from DPT D, okay?
D dot
Not exist, okay?
select.
I can write here where not exist, okay? Select E dot department number from EMP, where E dot department number is D dot department number. But right here, guys, what happens is it tells me the 40. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Same query I can write using not exist, not in.
Not
What
in.
query, guys?
Select
Select
department
star from
department where
where
department number not in.
Not in what?
Select department
Select
number from
From which
From
table?
EMP.
EMP.
From EMP.
Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
But the execution is different here, guys. Here, first this will execute. Based on this, this will execute. Finish. This is simple. But here the execution, you have to understand. This execution understanding is quite difficult, guys. Try to pay attention and see. You can understand in first attempt. At least people take 2-3 attempts to understand. So you just try to see.
Exist is using correlated queries, and
Yes. Because
in
how?
is using subquery.
Yes. So exist is using correlated. How did you understood?
It has joins and
And subquery. Yes or no, guys?
subquery.
Yes.
Yes.
So now this is department table, guys. No, this is department table. Now everything is in one column. How to remove it? Using it. Do you remember that I told you? Go
Text.
to data,
Text to
and
column.
text to column, and then text with
delete.
Fix. Next.
next. Then
Next.
if I want anything to be here also, I can just put it here also. Okay. Okay, fine.
Yes.
And I can put here also. Okay. Next and then finish. Okay. So that is how is the thing. Fine. So this we have got. Now, guys. This is the department table, right? Now come to this department table is fine, guys. Now let me just come to EMP table. Fine, guys. So now EMP table, let me just copy the EMP table also to understand the execution, which is the main thing. I can just directly copy here, Control C and go here and paste Control V. Okay. And then what you can do, just remove this thing, or we can take it in a next Excel so that all those confusions are not there, and we can just remove this particular line, delete it, and then what you can do is data, text to column, and then you go to fixed with, and then next, finish.
Next.
That's all. Fine, guys. This is my EMP table. This is my department table. Let me just take it now.
Some data is not.
Yes.
This is not done, right? These two records. Okay.
Yes.
No. This is done. Actually, extra has come. Let us remove that. Okay. So this is the EMP table. That's fine. Now this is my department table. Let me just write here. Fine, guys. Now, if I want, this is if I have declared this is a department table and this is a EMP table. Now, correlated query tells what? It will work in correlation. Correlation means what? One is dependent on other.
Okay.
So what will happen is, let me just save this Excel first, else it will be difficult. Let me just save it. Correlated query. Fine. Now, first this record will be taken. Okay, just pay attention. This is difficult to understand. First, this record is taken. Okay. Now, what will happen is outer query tells correlated query tells first outer query will execute. Outer query means what, guys? This query. It has taken this particular record. Okay. Now, it is started after based on this, which query will get executed, guys? Do you remember the based on this, which query will get executed? Inner query will execute. Let me just copy this query also. Fine. So this is the query, guys. See now. Now see what is happening in this query, guys. First, which query is getting executed? The inner outer queries. Okay.
Correlated.
First, this query got executed. Select star PPT. Now, after that, guys. So it has given me what? All the records from which table, guys? From department. Now this work is over. Select star where not exist. And now this go to inner query. Let me just put it inner query. Yeah, like this, so that you understand. This is our inner query. This is a department table. And then this is first, we'll take the reference of the department table and we'll start searching from the first record. And what we will search is this in the inner query, I'll go into the filter condition where E dot department number equals to D dot department.
Department.
So for 10, guys, is this condition getting yes or no? Tell me, true or false? 10 is matching to 10 or not, guys?
Yes, matching.
Yes,
Matching here is matching here. How many places it is matching? 3 places.
1,
Here
2,
also?
3. Yes.
Here
Yes.
also? Here
Yes.
also, right? So now what will happen is this will return what? Some value. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
So when it will return some value where not exist, we'll think that this is works on the Boolean operator. Boolean operator means what? Either it will be true,
True or false.
false. Fine. Understand
Okay.
like this, true or false. And which record we are taken? We are taken 10 accounting New York. Now this record will come or not. It will come only when it is true. Are you understanding? This record will be shown in the output only when, guys? When the
Condition
value
is
is what? True. Am I clear?
Yes.
This first
Yes, sir.
record will be only shown when the value is true. And this value will be true only when there will not be any match. Here the match is happening. So output is what, guys? False. Yes or no, guys? False.
Yeah.
Because here the value is matching and it is telling where not exist. It should not exist, but here it is existing. So what will
Yes,
happen,
sir.
guys? Output
False.
is false. So this
Output will be
particular
false.
record will not be shown in the output.
Yes.
And this comparison, if any one place it is matching, 10 and 10 is matching, guys, it will result false. The output will be false since it's giving any value. The output is false. Output is false. This particular record will not come in the output. This execution you have to understand, guys, 10 times. It's very difficult to understand this. First, what will happen? Select star from DEPT. With this table, entire record will come. Okay, this is done. Now, what will happen is from this record, it will start comparing one by one. What it will compare? It wants to know where it not exist. It should not exist. What should not exist? It will come to the inner query. What should not exist? This should not match. This should not match. If it is matching, then it is false. If it is not matching, it is true. This outer query will execute based on the inner query output. Inner query output is false. Then this will not give any output. But if the inner query output is true, then it will execute. So what will happen here, guys, is it will start comparing these departments. What is happening, guys? Why my voice is getting repeated? Can someone mute your system? Can someone mute your system, guys? Yeah. So now, here what happened, guys? This department number equals to department number. This 10 is matching to this 10. So execution will stop here only. It will not go to this record. It will not go to this record. It will not go to this record. Only this 10 and this 10 is matching, guys. So what will happen? The output is what? Output is false because there is no place where this does not exist and the outer query will not execute. Am I clear this line, guys? Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Little bit confusing.
It is confusing. No, I told you it will be confusing. What you have to do is you have to understand in a way, guys. You have to understand in a way. How you have to understand is we'll take the first record. Okay. What you have to understand the execution, guys? We will take the first record.
First record.
From which query? From the outer query.
Outer query.
And compare the joining condition in which query?
Inner query.
Inner query.
Inner query. You have to understand like this. Fine. Next step. If the value returned from which query?
Inner.
From the
Inner query.
inner query is true, then what will happen?
It will show false.
Then only what will happen? Then only that particular record which was selected, okay, which was selected from which query?
Inner.
From the outer query will get printed or which will be shown, which will be shown. See, you have to understand this way the execution. Then you can understand. We will take the first record from outer query. This is first step. And then compare the joining condition in the inner query. This step is clear, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next is what? If the value returned from inner query is true. If it is true, then what will happen? We have taken the first record from outer query that will be shown. If the value is false, guys, what will happen? If the value is value from inner query is false, then what will happen, guys?
Next,
Then the record which was selected from which query? From the
Outer
Outer query.
query, what will happen?
will not
Will
show.
not
shown.
be shown. That's all is the execution. First, what will happen? Outer query got executed. And then outer query start going to the inner query. Inner query, it started comparing the comparing these values, and one place also the values match. It will not go for the next set of values. That's why its performance is better. But in subquery, what will happen? All the records from the inner query will be executed. Based on that, the outer query will start comparison. But here it will not happen like that. This 10 and this 10 is matching. It will not compare this 10 and next 10. What it will tell? The output is false. This is not the output is false. It will not execute the. It will not give the output that this particular record is not the department where it does not exist in the EMP table. Are you able to understand? One
Yes, sir.
place it got false, the record what we selected, it will not be displayed. So this execution performance is better. Why it is better? One place it compared, it will not compare the next values. Okay. But in subquery, what will happen? All this 10, 10, 10 will come. Then outer query will execute and then it will start comparing. But here it is not like that. 110 is not matching. This is not the department what we are looking, that does not exist in EMP table. This is over. Are you able to understand? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So now what will happen is similarly, it will check for 20. It will take the second record. 20 matching is matching. The output is what, guys? True or false?
True. If it is matching, then
It is matching, right? So, but
Yes.
that's true, is 20 and 20 is matching, but the expectation is what? It should not exist.
Not
Yes, sir.
exist.
Then
Yes,
The
false.
output is what, guys? Output
False.
is false. So this is not the department what we are looking for. And it will compare only this 20. It will not compare this 20
Other
and this
20.
20 and this 20. Why? Because one place we have got false, so we don't care. And this is not the department we are looking for. Similarly, for 30, for 40, what will happen, guys? Is that 40 matching anywhere, guys?
no.
No, sir.
No,
No. That means what? The output is
Condition is
false.
condition is
satisfied.
true.
Yes,
Output
condition
is
is
true.
true.
So
Yes,
what
sir.
we, so this record will be printed. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
You understanding the execution, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if I take the exist operator, not
Condition.
exist, then what is the query, guys? Select
Let
star
us
from
Start from
here.
DPT D.
Where
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 exist.
Where
here
exist.
exist what?
the call
Select
Select
year
Select,
department number.
one from EMP
EMP
E, where E dot department number equals to what?
is equal to
D
D
dot
dot
department number.
department number.
So are you seeing, guys? This time I am taking one.
One.
Why I am taking one, guys?
Yes.
Because I am not bothered about that department number. I am just bothered about what? True or false?
False.
Right. Let me just execute this query. Will it execute? Yes, it will execute. I can put here 1, I can put here 2, I can put here 0, I can put the column name. Are you able to understand? I can put a star also. This output doesn't matter for me. What matters is this filter condition. Are you able to understand, guys? Yes. So this filter condition, is it matching? Yes, it is matching. It is
Yes.
matching. Then the values will come. That means how the execution will happen, guys, for this particular query. First, select a star from DPT. So what will happen, guys? Tell me.
10, 20, 30,
10,
40. All the record.
Yeah, let me just put it in the next line
10,
so that you can understand the
30.
query. Okay, this is the EMP table. Why only 3 records are getting so? Okay, wait. Yes. Let me just take this query somewhere here. Fine, guys. Now this is simple. Now what will happen, guys? Tell me the execution. First, which query will get executed?
Outer.
Okay.
Select a star from DPT where
DPT.
exists. Yes or no, guys?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Now after execution of this query, which record will be taken? First record.
10.
First record.
And then it will come to the inner query.
Inner query.
Query, what will happen, guys? What is the joining condition?
Department number D dot
Department
number
number
equals to E dot. Yes.
Okay, so this
Yes,
10,
it's
is
true.
it matching to any department 10?
Yes, matching.
Yes, sir.
Matching.
Matching.
So it will not compare the next value. One value also match. That's fine. Now what will happen? This record will be printed or not?
Yes.
Yes,
it
sir.
will.
Printed.
This
Yes,
record will be printed. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
This record printed.
Yeah.
Fine. Then it will start comparing which record, guys? 20.
Condition is
20.
true. Yes.
20 and 20 is matching. One place also
Yes,
matching. It will not compare the next. What is the output? Is it true or false?
Yes,
True.
sir. True.
True.
True. Yes or no, guys? True.
Yes,
Here
yes, sir.
exist is there. True. So this 20 will be printed or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Printed in this sense, it will be coming as an output. This is fine. Similarly, 30 is 30 matching between this table.
Yes, sir.
Yes, matching.
Yes.
So this will come or not?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now what will happen to 40? Is it matching?
No.
No, sir.
So it will give the output as true or false?
False.
False.
False. So
So
we'll not take that particular record as the output. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
So what is the difference between in and exist? What did you understood? In and exist. What do you understand, guys?
Exist will compare the first record
Yes.
from both table. If the first condition is satisfied, it will not compare the other one of duplicate records.
In works in, first of all, tell me, it works in subquery or correlated?
In works.
Subquery.
Subquery.
Used to for what? In is a subquery. I can tell
Subquery.
you in is used
Yes.
as a
For
subquery. Fine.
Subquery.
And exist is used as what, guys?
Correlated.
correlated.
Correlated query.
Query.
So what is the difference between a correlated and a subquery, guys? Do you remember? You can tell the entire difference.
Yes.
First,
Yes,
here
sir,
what
in-
will happen?
It's a serial execution.
Serial
Execution.
execution happens.
Here parallel execution will happen.
Yeah, here what will happen, guys?
Parallel.
Parallel execution will happen. And you can tell the entire execution process. What is the execution process, guys, in subquery?
Inner query will
In inner query will
execute
execute. It will give the
Inner
output
query
to
will
the
Gives output to the
Inner
outer.
query will
Then
what will
outer will
execute.
execute.
Inner query will execute first.
Then it will give to the output to the
It
outer
will
query.
give output to whom?
outer
Outer query.
Output to the
outer
outer query, and then what will happen?
outer query will be
execute.
And finally, what will happen?
Outer.
Outer query will execute. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
And what will happen in exist, guys?
Outer query will execute
Outer
first.
execute.
What will happen? Parallel query. Do you remember?
Outer
Yes, sir.
query-
Outer and inner query.
first
Outer query will execute.
first
Execute.
Based on that,
Based
what will
on
happen?
based on the
That
inner query
inner
query
query
will
will
execute
And then-
execute
yes.
And
and
then
give output to what?
outer
Give
query.
Outer query.
Output to
Outer.
the
Outer.
outer query, and finally which query will execute?
Outer
Outer
query will
query.
execute.
Outer query will execute. Here what will happen? Sequential execution will happen. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Sequential execution will happen. And what will happen, guys? Here
Parallel.
Parallel execution.
execution will happen. Then performance will be, whose performance will be good?
Exist.
Performance will be
low
low as compared
to
to
correlated.
a correlated or exist operator.
Exist.
Exist operator.
Performance will be
High.
high
High.
as compared to
Sub-
in operator, because it is working parallelly. It is working in correlation. Parallel means correlation. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Some of the books tells that in does not work in null, but exist work in null also. That also, if you want, you can put the point. But this 5 point, guys, I want everyone to tell 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 points. These 5 points I'm writing. So you have to tell these 5 points. Whenever
Second
someone
and fourth is similar.
Yes, second and fourth is similar.
serial execution parallel happen. Yeah. Is
Or
the,
we can say joins and subquery
Yes, sir.
used in
don't tell
correlated.
don't tell anything. Just tell these 4 points. Okay.
We can also say that if first condition satisfy after comparing, then it will stop the execution of same records. In
Yes. So that's why the performance is better, right?
Yes. So we
That's
can
why the-
also say this
We can also
statement.
mention.
We can also mention this statement.
Yeah, performance will be better in what? Not in performance will be performance will be
High,
better
better,
in exist operator. Performance will be better
because
exist
Because
operator
it will stop the comparing
Comparison.
first,
because it will stop
stop the
comparison
comparison if the first condition satisfies
if the first condition or first value is matched. Okay,
First
so
value,
first
yes.
value
Yes,
is
yes.
matched. That's why its performance will be high and its performance will be low.
low. Yes.
Yes or no, guys? Are you understanding correlation query, guys? What is the difference between in and exist operator, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is what, guys, is the department which is not present in EMP table. So what you have to tell? Select a star from DPT where not exist what? Where I wrote this query, right? Where not exist, select E dot department number from EMP, where E dot department number equals to D dot department number. So we can achieve using not in also, we can achieve using in operator also. It's not like that. Okay, we can use anything. But I told you in detail so that you can explain at least. Most of the people, if you'll ask correlation, they cannot explain only. You have the execution thing also. First, you will tell correlation query works on correlation. First outer query, based on that, I told you everything, right? Inner
Yes.
query give output to outer query. Finally, outer query gets executed. This is one statement you will tell. Next, you will tell is what? In the execution part, you can just take this example, not exist, or the first query I told you to find the employee maximum salary. Do you remember that, guys? Yes. Meenakshi is not able to hear me. Rest of you are able to hear me? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
audible.
There is some network issue. And then take any example, guys, and explain that using exist operator or department or the employee earning maximum salary. Explain neatly. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Fine, guys. Everyone is able to hear. Fine, guys. This is fine, guys. This is fine. Now, today I want to start, guys, a fresh topic. I've been trying. Okay, there is something called as DML operator. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Which are the
Data
DML operators,
manipulation
guys?
language.
Insert,
Data
update, delete.
modulation language. Data
Insert,
insert,
Update,
update,
delete, merge.
delete.
alter,
Delete.
delete, and
Delete. Fine.
Yes.
It is called as what, guys? Data
Manipulation language.
manipulation language. Yes or no?
yes.
Yes. Data manipulation language. This is a fresh topic, guys. Those who have joined today also try to understand. This is a fresh topic. 3ML are the statements which are used in SQL. A lot of statements, DML, DDL, TCL. One of the statement what we are learning of SQL is DML. DML is nothing but your, there are two things in, guys, three things in DML. The DML statement will tell. DML statement are insert, update, and delete. So tell me, guys, why we will use insert? What do you think?
Sir,
For inserting a new
recording,
record
for
into the
insert-
table.
inserting any record in a table, we use insert command.
This is simple, right? Insert means insert. Insert a record in a table. Fine.
Table.
And what is update, guys?
If we want to update anything
Updating
from
any
previous,
existing
Update a
record.
record or all the records
Modify
in a
or a-
table, right?
yeah,
And what is, guys, delete? The
To delete
similarly
a-
deleting one
Deleting
record or all the records,
the
right?
all the
records.
records.
Delete records in table like that way. Okay, not eight. We should write insert record in the table, update all record. Or let us write generic. Update
or
records in a table.
yes.
Delete records in a table. One record or multiple records. Fine. Now, to insert a record, we need to create a table. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
So for creating a table, we will learn something called as DDL statement. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
What is
Data
DDL?
definition.
Data
Data
definition
definition language.
language.
Definition
Language.
language. So now what are the DDL statements, guys?
Drop, rename,
Create,
alter,
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 then
truncate,
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 rename, then
name, truncate,
drop,
and truncate, right?
drop and truncate. Yes.
There are 5, guys, what? DDL statements. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is create, guys? Let us start one by one. What is create?
Is used to create a table.
To create a table.
Only table?
Also a view,
A database.
and
Yes.
Index.
index.
Yeah.
Can we tell create an object, right? Create
Yeah.
is used to
Create.
used
An
to
object.
create an
Create
object in database, right?
Yes.
Object means what, guys? It can be a table,
Table.
it can be a
view,
view,
it
it
can
can
be
be an
index.
index, it can be a database, right? Anything.
Yes.
Index in a database.
database.
If you want to give a very simple answer, what you can tell? Create is used to create a
Create
table.
an
Create.
Okay, if you want to give very simplified answer, if you want to, what is create? Create is used to create an database objects. What are database objects? Like table, view, index, all those things. In simple, you can tell create is used to create a table. That's all. Okay. Create is used to create the, let us write like this, database objects. And what are database objects? There's table, view, index. All these things are nothing but your procedure. All these are objects. Fine. So now how to create a table? Next question is how to create a table. Next question is how to create a table. This is very important, how to create a table. So to create any table, we need to know the syntax or not, guys?
Yes.
sir.
So there will be a syntax. So what is the syntax?
Create
table,
table
name.
name.
Table name. Then
Column.
Parent bracket
bracket.
start,
bracket, we will write what, guys? Column
column
definition.
Name and
What
data
I'm
type.
writing? Column
Column
definition.
definition.
Now column definition means what, guys? Column definition means, let us just break it. Point 1, column
name,
Name.
data type,
number 2 will be what, guys? The data type of the column,
column,
data type. And number 3 will be what, guys?
value,
And
Constraint. Yes.
Yes.
constraint.
Data type, we will have the data size. Data type size you are telling. No value. That comes under data type. Fine, guys.
Okay.
Constraints. Okay.
Yes.
So to create a table, we should know so many things. We should know the data type. We should know the constraint. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what is the data types in SQL, guys? Do you know any data type? There is
Int.
something.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Something called as number.
Number.
Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then there is another data type called as what?
Integer. Int.
Char.
Care.
Here.
character.
Then there is
Where,
something called as what?
Varchar.
Varchar.
Here. Yes.
Date
Then there
and
is something
time.
called as date. Yes.
Yes.
Time.
Date and time. both are
Date
same.
comes. Sometimes
Same.
they use what? blob and clob. Have you heard about that? Binary large object and character large object.
Object.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you're hurting. Now you're listening, right? Fine.
Yes.
Yes. Sir,
So
integer also.
which one?
Integer.
Um,
Int.
Data
Integer
type.
is used in while using PL SQL. Okay, it's the same as number, but in SQL we'll tell
Okay.
it as number. Okay.
Okay.
So what is a number data type, guys, and what is the size of the data type? That we will study now in detail. Okay. So if I write number 1, that means what?
It's a number.
That means the column, whatever column I'm taking, suppose I'm taking column and I'm writing number 1. That means what, guys? This column whose name is what? Salary
Salary.
is of data type what? Number.
Number.
Number means it will have what, guys? Numeric values. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Numeric values from 0 to 9, any values. And 1 means what, guys?
One is a numeric value of the particular column.
No. 1 means 1. Huh? If I write 3 means what? 3 means 3.
3 digits, sir.
Three
Three
means
is
3 is a record.
Yes.
No. This is what is the concepts, guys. Concept should be very, very clear. Number 3 means what, guys? Number of digits is can happen. Are you able to
Yes,
understand?
sir.
3-digit
Yes.
number. Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what is the minimum 3-digit number, guys? Tell me. Minimum 3-digit number.
100.
100.
Yes.
100.
It's a range.
And maximum 3-digit number is what, guys?
999.
Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
So if someone wrote salary number, now he's writing what? Here 99. Okay. So that means what, guys? What he wants to specify, guys?
Maximum 99
Maximum.
range.
Maximum.
Like memory size will occupy.
Generally, they will write like this. Generally, they don't write 99. They write like this: 2, 3, 4, or 9. Suppose I write 9, guys. So 9-digit minimum value is what? 9-digit minimum value is what, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. 9 times,
Okay.
right, guys?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Okay. This is
Yes.
the minimum value. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
And what is the maximum value, guys?
9
And
times
maximum
9.
value will be what,
times
guys?
9 times
9999. No, it will be the 9
9
times.
times.
Okay, yes, right, yes. If they write number 3, 2 means, guys, have you ever heard about this?
Yes, it will consider the point value decimal.
Decimal value
Yeah,
where?
after 3
2
digit,
digit.
after
Yes, after
2 digit.
it will
Yeah, yeah.
consider 2 digit after point.
That means 3-digit maximum value is what? 999. And after 2 digit, give me the point. Are you able to understand decimal value?
Yes.
Am I clear, guys? Number data type will start. We'll take numeric values. First of all, if I write 3, the minimum value is this, maximum value is this, 9, minimum value is maximum value. 3, 2 means 999 is maximum value, and after 2 digit, we'll give the decimal. Am I clear, guys? Number data type. Yes. For char and varchar, guys, I have especially made a diagram here, which I wanted to show you in the documents with what I have shared you. Do you have the documents, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let me just open it because I have very nicely written the diagram, guys. Let me just show you. What you have to do is go here, okay, and just you can go to the particular what is the operator we are looking for. Suppose we are looking DML or DDL or TCL. You can go to DDL. Okay, you can just go here and you can just search here. Okay, data type. Fine, guys.
Yes.
So now, guys, this is the thing what I wanted to bring because I cannot make this now. So now, char and varchar we will understand. So what will happen, guys, is a particular char will have the character value and varchar will also have what? Character and number.
Numeric.
Okay, both it will have character
Yes.
and number, and char will also have number and character. Both is written as char. It doesn't mean it cannot have numbers. It can have numbers also, and it can have characters. Varchar also characters and numbers. But what is the difference? The difference is, guys, is that unused, okay, unused values are there in char, and in varchar it is not unused value, and it treats the unused value as null, and null does not occupy any memory. That is what I wanted to tell you. That means what, guys? I have taken this example. I have taken a name of Tom, okay, and I have given the data type as char. So I've written what? Name char 6. That means what, guys? There are 6 blocks assigned for this name, whose name is Tom. Now I inserted the name only of 3 letters, that is TOM. Now what happened is these 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. These are what, guys? These are what? Not used. This is not getting used. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what happened here is memory is the allocated. Memory is allocated as of the size given and is fixed length, and hence it cannot be altered. It is a fixed length memory which got assigned and it cannot be altered. So what will happen is only first 3 bytes are used for the Tom and the rest becomes waste as it is a blank space and it is reserved memory. So if I take the length of this name, it will come as 6, but only we are entering 3 letters. So what happens? These 3 memory gets wasted. Okay. So what happened? Only first 3 bytes are used and these 3 bytes are unused. So that is the problem with char.
Char.
So clearly I've written for char, the memory is allocated as of the size given and its fixed length. Hence it cannot be altered. Now, when we given Tom, it allocates 6 bytes of for name. It allocates what? 6 bytes for 6 bytes for the name of the Tom. But first 3 bytes are used for Tom. But the next 3 bytes, what happened? It is blank space and it is reserved memory which got wasted. Did you understood, guys? Char? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
what
what is the
happened?
mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value.
So what happened?
We cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change the value. What is the mean of alter? Means alter we cannot change
So you cannot alter this 6 blocks in the memory, 6 byte of memory is being allocated. Okay. Now you are entering only how many bytes? 3 bytes.
3 bytes.
So this 3 byte got unused or not?
Yes, it's unused.
So that is what is the problem with char. So everyone is using what? Everyone is using varchar. In varchar, what will happen is these 3 will be treated as null, and null does not occupy any memory. That is the good thing in varchar. See here. If I write varchar 6, guys, now what will happen is here the defining the name with 6 character in length. Now what will happen? Tom is the name in the field. Let us understand how the memory allocation happen. So now what will happen here is memory is allocated as shown in the above, and it is variable in length. When we give Tom, it allocates 6 byte name varchar. Only first 3 bytes are used to store occupancy any memory space. Thus the memory is not wasted here, and the next 3 is what? The length of the 3 is the length of this name is 3, because this is as the property of null. Null does not occupy any memory space. Okay. So what happened is first 3 bytes are used to store Tom. The remaining 3 becomes null. Are you able to understand, guys?
Yes.
First 3 is, see, here also 6 byte of memory was allocated in varchar. Here also in char 6 bytes of memory was allocated. Now what happened? These 3 bytes are treated as blank space, which will occupy the memory in char.
Yeah.
But in varchar, these 3 will be treated as what? Null. Now null has a property, null does not occupy any memory. So what will happen, guys, is the memory will not
memory.
Yeah, it will save the memory will not be wasted. That is the difference between what, guys? Var and
varchar.
can char. They are asking, guys, what is the difference between var and char? So you should know these things. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Now, guys, varchar and character I have told you, and there is something called as, which are the data types left, guys? Date is a date data type, guys. Okay. By default, it is what? DD, MO, and
YY.
And blob is binary large object. Clob is character large object. Okay, character large object. Suppose CV. Okay, I can enter a CV in this database. Now it is of 2 GB. So that also can be entered. The maximum is 4 GB in Clob or blob. And here what happens in blob? What happened? Binary large object. Binary large object means what, guys? There is something called as videos. Okay. There is something called as music, that is MP3. Okay, MP3. This kind of music or videos are stored. That is called as the data type is binary large object. Again, the maximum size for blob and clob is 4 GB only, but this can be stored in the data type blob and clob. So these are the data type, guys. Very simple, number and then character or varchar. It can store both character and number, but the only difference is this is variable character. So what will happen is treat the unused memory as null, and null does not occupy any memory. So varchar is we will use generally for the data type. Date will take date data type. Default is DD, MO, and YY. Blob is binary large object, video, music, this kind of file. And clob is character large object. Maximum is what, guys? 2 GB. This is what, guys? Character large object. Okay, fine, guys. Now, guys. Now I am going to tell you about this data type is over, guys. Now there is something called as constraint. Have you heard about that? What is a constraint?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Constraints are the condition
over the column.
Applied where?
On the
applied on the column of a table. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what will happen is the constraint has some conditions. What is the condition, guys? This is a suppose I take a new file, guys. Okay. Now this is a column, guys. Okay. Now in this column, so this is a path. Okay. This is considered is a very man language. This is a path. Okay, where people are walking. People are walking here. Okay. So many people are walking. Now this path, there is a boy also, and there is a girl also. Okay. Now what happened is this, in this path, what is the restriction, guys? This is told only for females, only for females. Then what will happen, guys? Can this boy walk, guys, here? Can
No.
he walk here? No.
No.
Even if he goes, what will happen? The security guard will Reject
Stop
him,
him.
tell you cannot go, and only this girl can come and work here, right?
Yes.
Like that of a column, suppose there is a column salary. Now this salary, the constraint is what? Unique constraint. Now unique is telling what? It should not have what, guys? Duplicate values. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I can enter a salary called as what, guys? 1000. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I can enter a next value called as what, guys? 2000. Yes or no, guys?
2000. Yes.
Now again, if I want to enter a value 1000, then what will happen, guys?
It will show the error.
What it will show? Will it let it enter? No.
No.
Here the guard will tell no. This is unique constraint. Duplicate values cannot enter into this column. It will do what? Constraint error. Okay, unique constraint error. This cannot be entered. Are you able to understand? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what is unique constraint? The column value should be unique. Okay, that is what is unique constraint. We can enter null values. We can have a column with multiple unique, but unique constraint will not have a duplicate values. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So what is unique constraint?
Every record of a table should
Duplicate
be
values
Is not
are
allowed.
cannot
Are not
be
allowed.
cannot
be entered what?
Entered.
In the
column.
column defined with what? Defined with
Unique.
unique constraint. Yes or no,
constraint.
guys?
Unique constraint.
Yes, sir.
Fine, guys. Now,
Sir, question. Is
Yeah,
it
tell me.
possible to have a multiple null values in salary column?
yes. So that's
Okay.
what I'm writing. Null values can be
In
entered in
unique constraint.
in a column defined as what? Column defined as
Unique constraint.
unique constraint. Okay. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Sir, it will insert multiple null value or only single?
Multiple
it's
null
a-
values. You cannot compare two null values. Are you
Because
able
it's
to
a
understand?
unique constraint.
But no, two nulls cannot be compared, right?
Okay.
Null
You have to
equals to
understand,
null.
guys, the concept of null, first of all. What is null value, guys? Here, are you able to see the null values?
No, sir.
No.
Yes, there are null values. Okay. Null values, guys. What is null? Null is neither what? Neither zero,
Nor blank space.
nor it is a blank space. Yes or no,
Blank
guys?
space. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any operation like your multiplication, addition, division, anything, any operation with null result in null. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Null plus 1000 will be what? Null
False.
only.
Null.
It will not be 1000. Okay. Null into 1000 will be what?
Null.
Null only. Null divided. It is like a
Infinite.
C.
Infinity.
Okay. From a C, if you add 1000 or you delete 1000 liters of water, or you multiply 1000 liters of water, it will result in C only. Right. Like that, any operation with null, it will result in null. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Next point is that two nulls cannot be compared. Okay. It is not that we will write null equal to null or null greater than null. Null. Let me write in simple. Two nulls cannot be compared. That means what, guys? We cannot use null equals to null. We cannot use null greater than null.
Better than null.
Null less than null, any number with null. We cannot compare like that. Yes or no, guys? Null cannot be compared. As simple as that. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Are you clear with these 3 points? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell my answers? Okay. Select start from EMP. This is the interview question asked where null equals to null. What will be the output, guys?
Output will be no record, like
Will not come.
false. Condition will be false.
No. What is the output? What is the condition I don't want? What is the output? Yeah, Nikhil, what is the output of this query? Yeah, Monica, Meenakshi, anyone
Error.
can.
No record.
Error, sir.
No, error will not come. There will be some output. What is that output?
No
What I told you.
No record will show.
No record show selected. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes. So now let us just see. No rows selected. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, if I write like this, select star from EMP where null not equals to null, what will be the output, guys?
Same output.
Same
No
way.
rows selected. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
if I write this query, select star from EMP where commission greater than 300, what will be the output, guys?
It will be show any output greater than
It will
300.
show
500,
500 and
1400.
1400 and
No,
500.
hold on, one by one. Yeah, Rakesh, what will be the output?
500 and 1400 the records.
Okay. And what do you think, Dimple?
The 500, 1400 will show.
I mean, Akshi and everyone?
Yes, sir. Same.
It's 540.
Yes, sir.
Now one has told, now everyone will tell the same only. Okay. So it's very simple, right? We cannot compare the other values, right? We can, these null values cannot be compared. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So the output will be what? 500 and 1400.
1400.
1400.
Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is the things which we have to know about the null. Okay. Now there's an operator called as NVL and NVL2. I told you is null and is not null to work on the operators. And there is
Yes.
something called as is NVL and NVL2. This is called as what, guys? Null data type. Null data type will use what, guys? There's a data type, null data type. Okay, null is again a kind of data type like character and varchar and number and date. Null is a data type. To work on this null data type, we'll use what, guys? NVL and NVL2. And I will tell you guys later. Okay, let me just complete this unique. Okay, the null values entered in a column defined as unique constant in a table. 1 minute, guys. I'm taking it just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes I'll complete. Okay, in a table there can be what, guys? There can be
multiple unique column.
multiple columns defined as what, guys?
Unique.
As
Unique.
unique constraint. Yes or no,
Constraint.
guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
sir.
You see now, guys, here now if I want to create a table, guys, we came to know the data type, we came to know the constraint, and this is what, guys? Optional. This is what, guys? Optional.
Optional.
This is what, guys? Mandatory.
Mandatory.
And this is also mandatory.
Mandatory.
So now let me just complete creating a table and then we'll close a class. So what is the syntax, guys? Tell me.
Create table name.
Then in bracket.
Bra-
What do you have to write?
Column
name.
Column
Data
name.
type.
Data
Data
type.
type.
Constraint.
Number. Tell suppose the data type is I have given as number and the data type size. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And if I want, I can give a constant. If I don't want, this is an optional. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Create table name, column definition, tell column name and data type. If required, we'll give the constant. If not, we'll not give it. Okay. And we'll
Yes, sir.
just keep on enter. Table created or not, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now, so already time is over. Okay. So we'll learn, guys, this very interesting topics. We'll start tomorrow, guys. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
in DDL, there is create, alter, rename, drop, and truncate. Okay.
Yes.
And then in DML, there is insert, update, deletes. And today we have learned, guys, how to create a table. Simple syntax, create table name, column definition. Column definition means column name, data type, and constraint. This is optional. The rest two are mandatory. Data types are number data types. Then there is something called as character and varchar. This both accepts what? Number and character. This accepts only number. And here 3 means the maximum value and minimum value. Date is again a data type. DD, MON, YY, BLOB, CLOB for binary large object, character large object. Null is again a data type. These were the data types. And then we understood there is something called as constraint. Constraint are the condition on a column of a table. We learned only unique, where unique values can be entered. From the name, it is very clear. And then null values can be entered in a table. There are multiple unique, all those things are there. Then we learn null, guys. Null is neither zero or blank space. Any operation with null result in null. Null plus 1000, null into 1000, all these things will result in null. Two nulls cannot be compared. Number cannot compare a null. So those things we have learned. And then, guys, we learned what? There is something called as in and exist operator. And what we understood is the performance of which is better. Exist operator is far better than the in operator. Do you remember that, guys? Yes or
Yes,
no?
yes, yes,
Because
yes.
exist operator works in correlation, in operator works in subquery
Subquery.
serial execution, and it is based on the subquery. It is based on the correlated query. Here serial execution, here correlation execution or parallel execution. Here inner query first, then outer query. Here first outer query based on the inner query, then outer, then outer. Here performance is low. Here performance will be high, because if the first value is matched, it will not match the next value. That is what we learned, guys, today. Tomorrow I'll start your DML, DDL, TCL, DQL, DRL. I'll finish all those things. And then we will move to the next topic, guys. There is something called as functions, analytical function, number function, character function, all those things we will see. Then we'll proceed accordingly.
Okay.
Any doubts?
No,
No, sir.
no, sir.
Fine, guys. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. sharp come. You will attend my class. Your all doubts for this DDL, DML, and TCL and DQL will be over for your entire life. So attend the class, one class, everything will be over. Fine, guys. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Fine, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye,
Thank
bye,
you,
bye.
sir.
Bye, bye.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.